Hello everybody, how's it going? I don't know what the frick happened, but apparently OBS crashed a little bit ago. So you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna just go through everything really quickly one more time so that you understand how to do the thing that I mentioned. Alright, we can leave that on for now. I can't touch anything though, so the volume has to be like this. Okay, that works. How's it going, everybody? I am trying to room correct my speakers. I don't know how much of the last video we got, which is really unfortunate, but we're just going to cover the basics here really quickly and easily. So you need a room calibrated, or you need a calibrated microphone, like this one right here. This is a calibrated microphone right here. Has a little poofy on the tip. Yes. I gotta do this fast, and I'm really bad at doing it fast. Okay, we're gonna try our best here. These are the room calibration or these are calibrated microphones. All of these things suck here. These suck, these $20 ones. 60's alright. They're gonna take XLR, your Indian audio interface for that. We got my microphone right here, which takes a USB-C, which is nice. You can just plug it in. The XLR one, though, is this kind of microphone right here, is going to be better because it's into an audio interface, and that allows you to do phase adjustments. If you had a sub place somewhere in your room or multiple speakers, you wanted to phase align everything, you can do it that way. With that, you cannot do it with this microphone right over here, unfortunately. But this will do the EQs for you that you need. Go up to $300, it's fine. I wouldn't go much higher, $300 to $600. These things are going to be specialty mics that are for like extremely fine-tuned, detailed analysis and stuff like that. All right, we went into, we downloaded these two things, by the way. You know what? It's fine. I'll explain it because we don't have limited time to continue this journey since I'm going back over everything. So you're going to want to download Equalize. What is it? REW? REW is... Oh my gosh, why can I not think? I can't think. I did this whole thing already and then the frickin' stream crashed. Room Equalization Wizard. Yes, type in this. Alright, Room EQ Wizard. Right here. This is what you want to type in. Type in Room EQ Wizard, that's what you're going to go for. EQ APO, equalizerapo.com. That's the second thing you need. Alright, we got that established. Oh boy, here we go. So, we're going to be measuring a whole bunch of stuff. What I showed here, let me get rid of those. So you're going to take down here, and this is my room. These are the two speakers. I measured from the wall right here to the very front of the plate is 14 inches. From the side of the pole to the wall was 22 inches. I replicated that exact same measurements on the right side. Then I took both speakers and I lined them up for the cross platform. So I basically sat in the middle where I would sit, and I tried to, with one eye open, to see the full side, like make it flat. So instead of seeing this flat side right here, you would move your head around until you were perfectly in line with it, and this flat side turned into almost nothing. It was basically gone. I actually use the insides. You want to use the inside of each speaker, and then from there, from the other inside to your eyeball, and then you'll find the middle actual spot. Once you do that, since this one is perfect, this is my reference speaker, I want to take and measure it with a laser and put it right here. How you get this set up is you measure from the side of the room to the middle, side of the room to the middle. Make sure you find the middle of the room. Now normally you could use a microphone stand, the top of a chair, something that won't move. Okay, apparently someone's grinding out there. You want to find the middle of the room, and then this speakers, since it's, both of them are generally exactly where you want, you just take a laser and shine on the side, mark that location, that's about where you want, And then you can measure from here to that location and replicate on the other side and put the laser on the outside only. I put up my lasers on the outside, and it's this kind of little laser here. Just a regular little cat dog laser. It's flat in general, but it doesn't really matter. Either way, this laser is going to show you exactly where you need your reference point to be. Make the other one be the opposite. That'll make your cross be exactly in the middle. That's where you want your speakers to make a full triangle shape. Then we're going to take our microphone, put it here, and we're going to find the exact middle of the room, and I'm going to do 3 different locations and do those measurements. But we're going to need to download REW, because REW is going to help us take those measurements. So we take this measurement microphone, and we're going to go into preferences once we download REW, which I showed you on there. And you're going to go to your sound card, and you're going to set your output device to what it is happening. My computer, you know, I'm running YouTube. It goes through the computer and then out. So we want it to go through there. And then the input is going to be this microphone. That's pretty simple. Default things. We don't have to worry about any of the settings. Negative 12 decibels is fine. We're all good here. If you have a sound card, you could calibrate it. That's a whole separate thing. But you do need the calibration file for the microphone. The room, these calibrated microphones, it's very simple. It can tell you how loud something is at any frequency. That's what it does. It tells you, hey, this is this amount of decibels and this frequency. So you can measure, like, you know, when you have your phone and you do the decibel meter to see how loud the room is. It's pretty accurate, but this is going to be more accurate, and it's going to be accurate for a selected frequency range which speakers use. So you want to have that. You want to have it up and down 90 degrees, not facing forward. Up and down is more for room. Forward is for directional sound things where you're trying to know exactly certain things. So we want to go up and down. We're good for that. We got all those settings. We went to the SPL and generator. SPL is going to tell you what's going on right now. This is how loud it is, and you're with me talking. Now, it was at 50 decibels without that stupid grinding noise. I'm going to have to wait for whatever the fuck it is. I have no idea what's going on. Why do they keep doing this? But anyways, it was at 50. And then you would go up to here, and you want to be on noise. You want to be on pink. You know, there's white noise, pink noise. Oh, pink random. My bad. You don't want pink noise. You want pink random. You want to be on pink random. Noise, pink random. I calibrated my speaker to be... It should be this one. The custom one. 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. That is what my speaker does. And then I would click here. And you do not press this button yet. Here's the important part. We set up... We got the decibel thing. We can see how loud the room is. That's cool. This is a noise generator that's going to be loud. You actually want to go here and turn your volume of your computer up to max, right? You want to go into your settings, and you're going to want to make sure that these are off. You do not want audio enhancements or spatial sound or anything. Take note of what it is. 48,000 hertz are good. Max volume, 100% max volume. Your microphone volume, set it to 50 internally, but that is going to be probably completely separate from this microphone, not really matter. But yeah, microphone, oh, this is Pro Chat. If I actually go to the U mic, it says 100%. Just leave it at 100%. Yeah, there's nothing that you can change in here, so that's good. We're good to go. We're good to go, but it's going to be too loud. Don't press this play button yet. What you have to do is your YouTube comes into your computer. It plays the sound into the system, into the computer. That's when this equalizer is going to take effect, which we have a whole bunch of stuff in the way. That's when all of our data is going to, this is the equalizer, the thing to fix the speakers. What we're trying to do here is make the speakers sound good. We're correcting this is our problem. We have this loud peak here at 155 hertz. This whole section is louder. Then we have a dip that sucks, and then it's louder. It's hard to get rid of these two peaks, but we're still going to EQ it out. And everything is working. Okay, good. I don't know why the stream stopped last time. It's weird. Yeah. All right, so now that we got 100% PC volume, you want to turn the speaker volume down. So if you have speakers, go to the back, turn it all the way down. If you have a audio interface, turn that all the way down. All right, I got everything calibrated, everything's good. So let's just say you plug directly from the computer into your speakers. If you can't turn the speakers down, you're gonna I don't know how you did that, but you should definitely be able to turn the speakers down, or have like an amplifier. If an amplifier goes to your speakers, then you turn the amplifier's volume down. Then you'd click this button on left and on right. You want to do each speaker individually, and you want to be like this. 75. 75. They're both at 75, so you're good to go. That means at negative 12 decibels, it reaches 75 decibels from left and right at this exact volume level, and you would turn up and down either the speaker volume or I have my audio interface, and that's what I turned up and down to get the results. Then you're done with this, and we move on to taking a measurement, and then I set up the fact that this microphone is going to be 1.5 feet back from where the tweeters would be if the speaker is in front of it. And that the distance of the speakers, so I know the parameters, it's the 14 inches from the wall and 22 inches from the other wall. So that's good. It's going to add the little left. You can add the L if you want up there, but it should add the L. We'll add the L just for fun's sakes. And you have to either press enter or click the prefix. We're going to do it without prefix option. That's fine. Actually, we're going to do it with prefix option because then it's easier for me because I'm doing multiple measurements with the same number. So you can also click prefix twice, and that reloads the prefix. And then we're doing negative 12 decibels. We want to do it from 20 to 20,000 hertz. That's perfect. This is going to be 5 seconds long. You click up higher. It's going to be 10 seconds long, all the way up to 87 seconds. Do not do that. That's the low pitch to high pitched note is going to be that long. We don't need timing references or anything. We want the 48 kilohertz what we found out. We want repeated measurements, 8 seconds delay, so I have time to get outside of the room. You do not want to be in the room when you take the measurements. We actually, at the beginning of the other stream, I did that, and I got some measurements that me standing here and talking, me just being in the room, me being out of the room, and they all were slightly different. Your most accurate measurements are with you not in the room. You don't want to be in the room because you want the sound to have no interference going through the room and you get the best possible clarity. So when you are in the room, you hear that. If you're actually sitting here, yes, you're hearing it and you're like, oh, maybe I should be here because I'm already in the room. I want to sound the best with me in the room, but the microphone's there and you're a reflection, so it'll hit you and reflect the mic and fuck up everything. So you don't want to be in the room when you take your measurements. I mean, if you have some friends farther away, we'll do that at the end. Almost done, guys. And then we set the default output, and we're just going to do one speaker at a time, the left speaker, then we're going to do the right speaker with the microphone perfectly positioned center, and we're going to take 3 measurements. I'm actually doing it too close. I'm going to do it exactly where my listening position is, and then I'm going to do it too far for the general room, and we're just going to see what it does. We do not want to capture noise floor. We don't have any other files or anything to go on, and we would just literally click start to get our results, which we did now twice. We got our left speaker and our right speaker results, all 6. I averaged out one of them. So as you can see real quick, all of these, there are some discrepancies where if you zoom in, the blue one was the farthest one down. And the farthest one down. So it's a little odd. So I was like, all right, well, screw the blue one. We'll get rid of that. This green and other one, those are weird. So we'll get rid of those. Those don't help much. And then we got the yellow one is off, but the other 2 are good. I'd say that that's pretty much as standard as it gets. So I took these 3 and I averaged them out into this one, which I guess if you zoom in and if we change this, I think if we change this color. There, you can see that it goes right in between them both, and it's averaged out. So that'll give you a really good result. Oh. There we go. And then I did it for the right speaker. And now you're caught up to date. We're going to move this thing back, put it at my exact listening position, and then I'm going to walk out of the room. It'll do 6 sweeps left. Then when we come in, we're going to do 6 sweeps right. We're going to move the microphone back to here, do 6 and 6. I'm also going to do both right in the middle, so there'll be an extra 6. And that's it. Then we can do the rest. I'm going to have my friends come in because it's getting 2. I have 1 hour before we have to, I have like half an hour to do this. So we're going to try really quickly here, guys. I appreciate you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me and learning this with me. I'm learning myself, and I've done this before and a couple other people's systems. It sounds amazing when you're done. It really corrects a lot of issues with how loud should your bass be compared to this and that, and what's really going wrong. Why does it sound weak? Why does it sound like this or that? You know, you'll learn everything by doing the EQ. Literally just by this average, you can see that our issues are this is our baseline right here, 73 decibels. This is where everything basically falls. A little bit of a peak here, but we have this like big hump-ish area and a big humpish here and a big dip here. Those are the things we're going to correct. These are mostly room nodes at this low frequency. Everything up here from 1,000 hertz and up is going to be pretty much just the speakers. And if you have like bad reflection points, like my ceiling, it could be this actually, because it comes up and back down. Could be a ceiling issue right there, but everything else is good. And now I'm going to move the microphone back, and we're going to take more tests and everything. So while I do that, let's jam out. So the ideal thing is I close one eye and I look at the side of the speaker, and you can see like the side of the speaker is flat. On my speakers, they're flat, so that helps me at least. And I want to get to the point where the back of the speaker and the front of the speaker align and come together, and then I want to do that exactly on the other one. And then right where my eyeball is essentially where I want my microphone. And I know that it needs to be right about here. We're going to get the left and the right down in a second. All right, now my head actually will be right here. So the listening spot will be behind my head, but that's because the speakers are going to hit my ears, which stick out from my head. My ears are not in one position. So we're measuring back here with the assumption that my head is a circle and we need the ears to line up on that triangle path. So that's why right here is going to be perfect. And then we're going to take another one back here. Now I have to just make sure it's centered. All right, we have aligned it perfectly. It's also the exact height of the tweeters, which is about where you want your head to be. And now we're good, ready to take the test. We're gonna have to pause the music, and here we go, guys. I'll show you what we do. Measurement. Now we're gonna relabel this correctly. We're at a new listening position. That new listening position is how far? 50 inches, which is about 4 feet, 2 inches over. So that's 50 inches listening position. We're going to click the prefix button twice to adjust the will as up here. And we're going to take the left speaker. We're going to have it do a 5-second pulse. We have 8 seconds to get out of the building. It's going to take 6 measurements, and we're good to go. All right, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, absolutely. We're not going to grab that first. Gotcha. Okay. Well, hello, guys. Sorry, I just had to talk to the neighbor. As you know, it's Caitlin's birthday today. I'm one of my neighbors, and big things, big deals. So we got. We don't want that one. All right, we just have these selected. So we're going to take all of them and we're going to apply the smoothing to them so we can know what's going on. And we're going to add them to a new group. New group. We'll pick a red, and this will be L, and this is 50 inches. So we know how far away that is. And it's that simple. Now we have L and 50 inches. All right, now we're going to do measurements. We're going to do the right side, and then I'm going to do both just for a reference. And then we're going to move the microphone back here and do left and right again. And then we can go over how to actually make these flat. And from there, you can make it sound as good as you want. But it will be bleh. That's what we're going to do. We're going to correct these speakers. All right, click the button and run away again, as I always do. Now you can feel free to do way more than just the 6 tests if you really wanted to. Completely fine to do. Okay, that works. All right, we don't want any of these on. We just want this data down here. I know it's confusing, but once you click on it and it's active, it lights up its... Oh, it needs to light up its color. My bad. Okay, all those are lit up to its color. We only have the other one selected, so we can apply the 1/3 smoothing. And we can label this such as group, new group. We're going to make this blue again. Make it maybe a slightly different color blue. And we're going to name it R50. And that should let us know what we're doing there. We can turn off all of them. I'm actually going to change the color of this group to a different red. Oh, it didn't label any of those red anyways. That doesn't matter then. Those 2 reds are too similar. We'll do that. Okay. Now I'm going to actually do a special measurement. We're just going to do left and right to see what together they actually sound like in the middle. And I'll be right back. Sorry, busy helping the neighbors, talking to them. There's a lot going on today. It's a fun day. All right, all of our data is already out there, so we can just apply the smoothing filter, and we can instantly add it to a group. New group. This one is going to be the right side, left side. This is both. This is going to get a green tab because it's special, and we're just going to call it both. And we're going to put it at 50. 50 inches. All right, so now we can get rid of all of those. Oh, they already were selected. What do we have selected then still? Oh. Okay, good. They're completely different. So as you can see, if I load up the right at 50, the left at 50, and then both at 50, you can see both of them are going to make the entire thing louder. We're just checking to make sure that they all line up. So all of the little wiggles and peaks and dips and everything, it lines up really good to the purple line, which would be the right speaker. So the right speaker actually is pretty much the way the room sounds. The left speaker is a little different apparently, but it does contribute a little bit more or a little bit less in some spots, like right here. It's not dipping down as far. They combine to make a pretty reasonable trough, which is actually good. Overall, though, the right speaker is dead on better. There's more objects in the way to block noise, so it's nice and flat. The left speaker is a little bit more wiggly, a little bit more all over the place, but they are both the same volume level, and everything is looking good. So the last test is we're going to move this back to here to get like a general room noise analysis. So then we can do this whole thing where we can take the right close and the right far, and we can see how vastly different it is if our head was right up here against the monitor where it's hyper stereo, but the monitor is doing weird shit and the speakers are angled so far, compared to other things. Oh, and that was not it. Is right and right. Yeah, so this is, the yellow one is closer. The closer we get, there's a little less bass, a little bit more bass in the mid-range. So at the listening position, it actually is, it's kind of helping because we're getting a little bit more boost, a little bit more of a dip, unfortunately, which is definitely going to be caused by the room. So that is actually my room note at 88 hertz. And it constantly keeps going and going, and then it disappears. But yeah, looking good. When you're close up, you just get a little bit more mid-range boom, a little less bass. Overall, everything else sounds generally the same. And that's in practice, that is actually what I experience. Is it generally sounds exactly the same. You just get a hyper stereo the closer you get, but it's not much different all the way back and forth. Everything stays about the same volume level for everything. And this is the proof right here. We got 84 decibels, 76 decibels, almost 10. It's like 8 decibel difference. It's enough to be noticeable, but it's not enough to really matter when you're listening to music too much. So we're actually good on that. And all right, we got nothing here. So those are the 50s. And then we have the both 50s, which is interesting data. And now we just move the microphone back and take 2 more measurements. I have to go to the bathroom then, and everyone will be allowed to come back over and hang out again. And we need to plan for our trip in 30 minutes. So I got to do this now. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by and hanging out with me and checking out how to do this. We will finish this where we'll go over all of this data and find and basically do what we did on this one right here. We found an average. We went through all of the data. We looked really close and we were like, oh, the blue one is low. Doesn't matter across the whole board. Like everything's fine. But if you come over here and you look down at the end where it doesn't really matter that much, from 4,000, like 7,000, from here on you're going to get your stereo imaging. So we can see that the blue line dipped down the most, but relatively follows it. So we decided to get rid of that one. The green line didn't work, and that other line didn't work. But these 3 did, or 2 did. These 3 did. And then we decided to make make the other one here. The average. So yeah, we're going to do that with all of them. We're going to get one singular average. Then we're going to take that actually average. We're going to take this average here and we're going to actually do the thingy to EQ it. So we go in here and we'll fix everything. And then we can export those into Equalizer APO, and that'll apply those saved settings that we have. And yeah, everything will be great. Let's get on. Let's get on with it. Let's move this back. We're going to move the mic back now. So we're going to go with as far as I can get away, basically. There, just trying to get the chair in a way that there won't be really any reflections off it. It won't block anything. It's just going to be neutral. Because my chair will be up here in the middle of the room and such, but we're just trying to capture what's over here. I can see from my pen that's lined up, but we're going to check it anyways. All right, we're golden. Now we're going to go back to measurements. Oh, before that, we're going to get rid of our one measurement so we don't have anything on the screen. We'll go back to 20K. All right, perfect. Back to here is where we want it. And yeah, now we're going to do measurement. We're going to change this again. This time we have to remeasure to find out how far away it is. "91 inches, which is almost 8 feet. All right, 91 inch. We're going to click the prefix twice, or you could click enter, and that'll do that correctly. We want to do the left speaker first, and then the right speaker, and we're good to go. So I'll be back here. We'll do 2 more tests. All right, that was the left speaker. We're going to have to shrink it down a little bit. It's like kind of out of control. Bring it up here. One of them was fucked, which is probably the first one. Yeah, definitely the first one was fucked because I closed the door. As you can see, closing the door completely changed everything and fucked it up. So we're going to take everything, we're going to apply it. Yeah, totally fucked it up. That's okay, we'll get rid of the green line eventually. For now, these are only selected, so we're going to add them to a group. Call a new group. This is the left side, which will be a red color. And we'll go with orange. All right, and this is left at 91. Perfect. Now we're going to figure where the heck that is. There it is. We're going to unselect all of those so we don't have anything. And then we're going to go measure. We're going to do the right one. Start. All right, guys. That is every single test, as you can see. The first one, we had an issue, so that 8 seconds I had to get outside the door was fine when the chair was in the way, but when the chair was in the way, 8 seconds wasn't enough. And you can see that we had a little bit of an issue at the beginning, but it didn't really affect the test overall. I'm more interested in this third one. Let's change the color to yellow. And, oh, okay, we'll change it to dark blue. It's the only one that'll be dark blue. I coughed outside and I wanted to see if anything made a difference. It doesn't seem like it did. You actually would be able to see in the waterfall plot a difference, though, or the decay plot. I don't know how to get the other one. There's another version that is cooler. The waterfall plot is pretty cool. Actually looks pretty reasonable. Yeah, the third one, when I coughed, you can see there was a difference. It was up here, some of the noises from my cough rang out longer. It shifted everything a little bit. If we go over all of them, I'd probably want to get rid of the third one, the blue, and the first one. But we'll go over all that in a little bit here, which will be fine. I need to just take these, add them to a group. This is the right side, so these are blues. We're going to go with a purple then, and we're going to call it R91. And we have all of our data now, guys. That's all the data that we should do. Oh yeah, there's the both. Oh yeah, let's do one more measurement since no one's in here. We'll do both real quick. We can't do both because I moved the microphone. We're going to ignore it. That's fine. That was just for a funsies test to do both. All right, I really need to go to the bathroom. And then when I get back... Yeah. When I get back, we'll figure out how to average all this data out. We're going to figure out how to get it all set up right. Now adjust my volume level freely. Everything's good. Let's put the camera up a little bit more. There we go. So in general, we'll get everybody walking in, hanging out, and sitting down. And we're also going to set this up to capture everything. So no more noise gate. If you can hear anything weird, the extra music, sorry about that. All right, I'm going to put the microphone over here so it captures what they say, so we can just hang out. And yeah, when I get back, we're going to go over all of this data right here. And all of this data is going to get averaged out, each section. And then we're going to apply a proper EQ curve from all of the data, and we're going to end up with 2 EQs. 1 EQ for the left speaker, 1 EQ for the right speaker. And we're going to apply those to APO. That's all we're doing. That's going to fix the entire setup and make it sound mwah. So, I'll see you guys in a little bit after I go to the bathroom.
o passinho do Maguila cá, geladeira na mão. Ele manda o passinho e eu volto a chamar, então vai dança o passinho, vai manda o passinho. É o passinho do Maguila, é o passinho do trio. Tchá, 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 Maguila é o passinho do trio. Tchá, 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 Maguila é o passinho do trio. É o passinho do Maguila cá, geladeira na mão. Ele manda o passinho e eu volto a chamar, então vai dança o passinho, vai manda o passinho.
All right, 2:48. I'm going to figure out what's going on with everybody. I might have to make a part 3 to this stream to finish up all this data. I actually absolutely will have to. So what's going on today is Caitlin is turning 30-something today, and we're going to have our neighbor, Brandon, when he gets home from work, stop by. I don't need this plugged in anymore. Oh, that's okay. Oh, we also want to save this right now. Save all. This is going to be called 14 by 22. And then I'll just have to have the date, basically. Because we already have a 1422. Oh, that's that. Hold on, we gotta call it 14-22. Is that okay, or is it gonna be like, no? Okay, cool, 1422. That's 14 inches from the wall on the base and 22 inches from there. That's just kind of my reference point. So yeah, we can pack up this microphone now. And this cable. That's what I'm gonna do. Actually got a GoPro container here. I'll show you. Pretty nice. It's a hard GoPro case. It's hard to see the GoPro logo on there, but yeah. And that's just hollow. It has a sock in it to keep stuff from rattling around. And yeah, we're going to take the mic off and switch it up so I can not hold on to the mic anymore. Not hold on. The nice thing about this is that the bottom actually can swivel independently. So if you're setting it down on specific surfaces, you can rotate the mic free from the base. Kind of nice. All right, now we're set up. So yep, got my mic here. Can fold down the things. It looks like it goes this way better, so we're gonna swap it. This is the way it should go. And then we can just place this inside here. And it's nice and secure for later. So there you have it. That is the beginning. And they're here. Come in.
Hi. That is so massive on YouTube. Anyways, Brandon's home.
Oh, Brandon's home.
I am gonna do this over at Richard's quick. Okay?
Yeah.
Because, you know, over there is in frame. And, yeah. you're still doing things. So
We'll have to finish the stream later because I have to go through all the data.
after I'm done,
Yeah.
we can go.
Okay. All right. Well, that'll be it for now. Sorry that the music ended. Sorry that this was kind of like an all-over stream. I wasn't able to do everything very, very well. Yeah, you can do it here. I'm done with the stream in a second.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. I do appreciate y'all. We're going to go over the data next stream right down here. And I'll show you how to get all of this data fixed up. And, yeah. We'll see what's going on. The data looks good. It really does. It looks like we're doing really good. We only have a big peak of bass, and that's because the speakers are near the wall. That's it, you know. We're going to EQ that down. And the speakers don't even have to try as hard to hit those bass notes, which means technically the bass notes will be even louder. It's going to be amazing. Because at 75 decibels, we're gaining up to 83 decibels from the wall. That's quite a bit of extra decibels. That's good. Yeah, this is our target line, and most of the speaker didn't even hit the target line. Most of it actually hit at around 70 decibels. So from 70 decibels to 82, over 10 decibel bass boost. That's pretty much what I already set mine to. I do a 12 decibel bass boost for sub frequencies, and that is 100, 0, 80, 12, then 30, 12, and 25, 0. So we just boost this area anyways. So yeah, everything's good to go. And we'll finish this up next time on the next episode because I got stuff to do, birthday girl. Thank y'all for watching. I'll talk to y'all later. See you guys. Hope that helps. Make sure to like and subscribe and all that stuff. Leave me a comment if you're curious. You know, I'll read the shit.